In a special report filed with a U.S. District Court today, GBB's Principal Associate David Manning asks Judge Francis Tydinko Gatewood to require the Attorney General to investigate how Guam EPA reached its decision to grant a draft operational permit to GRRP for construction of a landfill in Guatale. GBB is the federal receiver overseeing construction of the court-ordered landfill in Luzon, and Manning filed the special report after reviewing a letter dated December 30th of last year written by former Guam EPA Administrator Elizabeth Cruz. In that letter, Cruz wrote, "I am pleased to inform you that Guam EPA intends to grant a draft operations permit to GRRP. No permit has been issued yet by Guam EPA to GRRP. In his report to the court today, however, Manning writes that Guam EPA's treatment of GRRP's application for a landfill in Guatale seems to evidence that a different standard is being applied by GEPA in its review of the GRRP permit. He questions why Guam EPA issued the letter when Guam EPA has already determined that the Guatale site was unacceptable as a landfill. And Manning points out to the federal court that in addition to the potential environmental damage such a course of action could cause, it will likely result in a reduction in cost for any landfill that is actually constructed with less stringent environmental protections, and thus creating a competitive disadvantage for the Luzon landfill, which was held to a higher and more costly standard. Manning also points out that Cruz's letter also indicates that a copy had been sent to U.S. EPA, but in his court filing today, Manning says, "We made an inquiry to U.S. EPA to determine if they had actually been provided with a copy. U.S. EPA responded that it never received a copy of the correspondence." As PNC News reported yesterday, Acting Guam EPA Director Ivan Kanata is off island, and in his place, Conchita Taitno informed us that Kanata has specifically requested to reserve comment on the Cruz letter until his return next Monday. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.